Welcome to Turkey's Black Sea coast and to Samsun, the location for the third stop on the 2015 IJF World Tour. Samsun is hosting its Grand Prix for the third time, and the event keeps growing in stature. This year sees almost 500 athletes from 67 countries competing for Grand Prix glory. As usual, all eyes were on the official draw, as some of the stars of world judo were here looking to take another step on the road to Rio 2016 and Olympic qualification. But with an abundance of talent on show, taking gold would not be easy. The Yasar Dogu Stadium would play host to the tournament, and with 300 world ranking points on offer to the winner of each category, the tension was building inside the venue. Who could hold their nerve on the big occasion? And after a spectacular opening ceremony that was opened by Turkey's Minister of Youth and Sport, Akif Kulic, the fans were ready for the judo to begin. And we start with the men's under 66 kilograms and former double world champion at under 60 kilograms, Uzbekistan's Soborov. In his early contests, he looked to be in good form, and after beating Russia's Ardanov and Georgia's Pekarishvili, he overcame Portugal's Aljanek in the semi-final. In the final, he would be up against Mongolia's world number 2 Davydov, who had produced one of the throws of the tournament on his way to the final. Davydov or Soborov, who would come out on top? Well, Soborov has got it all to do now because that's his third penalty, and Davydov playing a really good tactical match. Soborov, though, can pull it out. He's always dangerous. Now what's going to happen? Uchimata Kouchi! Oh, and he almost gets counted there, doesn't he? And, well, his coach is telling him to go forwards. Soborov has got to take chances. Arm over the back now, Soborov. Now what's going to happen? Uchimata's what's going to happen. Double stab, and he gets the Wazari. Oh, he's being held down. Can he get out of there? He was almost in real trouble there. Scores with the Uchimata. Gets a double drive on it, but gets the Wazari. And then he's getting held down. But he manages to wriggle out. And he is now a Wazari up. Now Davydov has got to come forwards. Last 30 seconds. And Soborov once again, arm over the top. Attacks on the edge. And he's breathing heavy, but he's a Wazari up. Davydov comes forward. Last 10 seconds. Arm round the back. Kouchi! And he gets counted back for the Ippon. And that is what makes this man absolutely unique. He can turn it in a millisecond, and that's exactly what he's done in this last minute. Davydov had to go for it, went for the Kosoto, and he had it switched on him, and that is why Soborov is absolute genius. He turned it against him, and Davydov went clearly onto his back for the Ippon. Tewaza at its very best. Change of direction with the hips, the head, the body, and he just poleaxed him onto his back for the biggest Ippon and the gold medal.
After competing in the 60 kilograms category at the London Olympics in 2012, for me, the transition to the 66 kilograms category has been really hard. My current goal is to successfully perform at the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in 2016. Before then, of course, I'll be trying to raise the Uzbekistan flag at the World Championships this year in the Kazakhstan capital, Astana. But, as I said, my main goal is the Olympic Games in Rio. I want to give my all for Uzbekistan.
There was another moment of magic in the under 66 kilogram bronze medal contest from Abdul Zalilov. Turning in as if to attack with Ippon Sianagi, a shoulder throw, the Russian exploited his opponent's reaction, changing direction and throwing with a driving osodagari for ippon. Action-reaction at its very best. One weight down at under 60 kilograms, following on from Soborov's success, his teammate Litfiliev also topped the podium. He went up against Azerbaijan's Safarov in the final. Having never met in competition before, the two seemed evenly matched until Litfiliev struck. A weak attack from Safarov allowed Litfiliev to counter and score Wazari. The win means it's now 2 Grand Prix golds in 2 weeks for the Uzbek, and having started the year at world number 17, now moves up to world number 8. From the lightest men's category to the heaviest, where Brazil's top seed Silva faced off against Jabala of Tunisia in the final. The match never really got going, with both players seemingly cancelling each other out. So it eventually came down to penalties, with Jabala triumphing by a single Shido. A first Grand Prix gold for the Tunisian. From the heaviest men to the lightest women, it was world and Olympic medalist Pareto who came out on top at under 48 kilograms. Dropping underneath Brazil's Brigida, she threw with Sonisura Kamigoshi to score Wazari. The Argentinian was thrilled to add a Grand Prix gold to her impressive medal collection and move herself up to world number 3. In the bronze medal contest, Turkey got their first medal of the competition as a penalty against Olympic champion Menezes earned Lokmanheim a famous victory. It moved the 21-year-old to a career-high ranking of 27. And at under 73 kilograms, the atmosphere was electric as Turkey had a chance of gold. Apache Yaza Dogu Stadium was able to roar on home crowd favourite Vaniloglu. Having taken a bronze medal here last year, Vaniloglu had made it to the final, but was up against last week's Tbilisi Grand Prix gold medalist Orazhov of Azerbaijan. As the two players squared off, the crowd were on the edge of their seats, but neither player could find a score, until Orazhov almost finished it. But Vaniloglu managed to escape. So with the crowd behind him, Vaniloglu took the fight into golden score. But Turkish hearts were broken as Orazhov put everything he had into one last attack, throwing Vaniloglu for ippon and taking home a second gold medal in as many weeks. Orazhov's celebrations were muted, however, as he paid respect to a brilliant crowd and a worthy opponent in Vaniloglu. And there was more success for Azerbaijan at under 100 kilograms, as another of last week's gold medalist Gazimov made it to the final. He was up against Germany's young gun, Prix. Neither man could find a chink in the other's armour, so the fight went into golden score, where Gazimov produced an incredible moment. Locking in with Sonisura Kamigoshi and rotating a full 360 degrees before finally managing to roll Prix onto his back for the winning score. Gazimov is another player who is really coming into his own of late and has now moved up to number 2 in the world ranking. The 67-kilogram final was contested between Watchter of Germany and world bronze medalist Verhagen of the Netherlands. Watchter is looking for that big right arm over the top all the time, and Verhagen keeps stopping it. Now she hasn't stopped it. Now she's got it. And now this is where she can attack. She's going to look for the Uchimata. There's the Uchimata. Osoto! Oh! Set it up beautifully for the Osoto. And that was a massive ippon from Watchter. She had the hand over the top. Uchimata set it up. Then she latches over for the Osotogari. There's the Uchimata. There's the Osoto. And she resists to it, doesn't she, Verhagen? And she goes over flat on her back. Watchter scores a massive ippon, and she looks so happy about that. And with Watchter and Roper in the same category, it looks good for Germany in 18 months' time.
I've thrown different techniques. I won by different techniques, and I guess that's actually what makes me happy. So showing that I can throw Osotogari, Uchimata, winning in Nevaza, yeah, that makes me happy.
In the absence of world number one Kelmendi, it was another Kosovan, Krasniki, who took gold at under 52 kilograms. She proved too strong for 38-year-old Belgian veteran Halen in the final. Krasniki threw with a classical Osotogari, driving Halen over for the winning score of the match and a first Grand Prix gold medal. In the heaviest female weight of plus 78 kilograms, Tunisia's Shik Rahu took on China's Ma Sisi. It was Ma who came out on top. Finding herself in a good position on the ground, Ma secured the hold down and kept her opponent pinned on her back to score ippon. Gold for China. Down one weight at under 78 kilograms, the final was between Frances Malonga and Great Britain's Powell. The two have met 4 times before, with Powell leading 3-1, but this time it was Malonga's day. Hooking in with Ouchigari, she switched to Uchimata, throwing Powell for Yuko, before holding her down for ippon. Malonga was thrilled. It was a first Grand Prix gold for her, and she moved up to world number 9. At under 81 kilograms, the top seed was France's Luke Pietri. In 2013, Pietri wrote his name in the history books by becoming world champion in Rio de Janeiro. But has failed to win a tournament since, so here in Samsun, he was looking to end his barren run. And in the preliminaries, he was looking strong. After throwing Belarus's Stashenska for 2 wazaris, he then threw Zulayev for ippon with a trademark ippon Sianagi. Pietri was into the final. His opponent there would be former world bronze medalist Toma of the United Arab Emirates, who, after forcing a submission via strangulation from Russia's Vorobev, dispatched Mongolia's Okkabatar and Iran's Malaya. Could Toma ruin Pietri's hopes of returning to the top step of the podium? Wow, just 30 seconds left in this contest. This could go to golden score. They've both been attacking. And there's another one from Pietri now. Was that a score? Almost. That looked to me as if it was on its side, but no score given. It was very, very close. Got to get them on the side to get a score. Well, now it's gone to golden score. Now anything can happen here. So one penalty or any score will win this. Beautiful Oguruma there from Toma. There's his attack. Now it's up to Petri. Petri's coach saying you've got to go forwards. You've got to attack. Only 10 to 15 seconds. And Toma now attacking. Now it's up to Petri again. Petri's got to do something. Looking for the Uranagi. And he almost gets taken back there. Toma. Well, just attacking within the 10 to 15 seconds. Both of them are. This is great stuff from these two. They're both absolutely shattered, but still going for it. So now Toma. Uchimata from Toma. Oguruma from Toma. Now Ashiwaza. It's got to be Petri now. He's got to do something. This is going to be close. Is he going to get something? I think the referee's going to allow it to go on, and he is. But certainly Petri's got to do something. Drops Seoinage there. And Toma now has got to fire back. This is where penalties can win tournaments. But the referee doing a good job here. It's coming up to 3 minutes golden score. Another drop Seoinage from Petri. Both of these fighters giving it their absolute all. Both the coaches going absolutely nuts. Over 3 minutes into golden score. And he got countered back there, Toma. And Petri takes him back with Uranagi. And he just went for it on the other side this time. And Toma had been going left, left, left. He suddenly switches it to right Osodagari. He felt he needed to attack. And Petri takes him back with Uranagi and bangs him onto his back for a clean ippon. He looks absolutely delighted. That was excellent stuff from both of these fighters. They gave it their all. There's the change for Toma. Went right Osodagari. He overstretched and Petri takes advantage. He takes him back with an Uranagi, and that was real opportune stuff from him. His head goes almost to the mat. Look how he takes it back. He really launches himself backwards, and Toma goes flat on his back for the ippon. That was amazing stuff. 3 minutes into golden score. Petri is back to winning ways. With Petri back on form, anything could happen at the coming World Championships.
It was about who would crack first. I wanted to change direction and bring him onto my Marotti. He was trying to bring me onto his Uchimata. We were tired, and our attacks were less and less powerful. At one point, I tried to change direction with my ippon Seoinage and almost got countered. So after that, I was more careful. Without risking the penalty, I wanted to see if he would make a mistake, but he didn't. He also changed direction and almost surprised me, but I was able to execute a beautiful Uranagi at the right moment. I'm very happy. I've seen the replays. It's great to score ippon like that, even if it was in golden score.
In the under 81 kilogram bronze medal contest, Georgia's number 2, Magiani, came up with one of the throws of the tournament, throwing Okgambata with a huge makikomi to score ippon. The bronze medal for the Georgian moved him up 5 places to 14th in the world rankings. At under 63 kilograms, it was Van Emden of the Netherlands who took gold. Van Emden was too strong for Drexler in the final, and the contest was settled by a single Yuko score when the Dutch judoka attacked with a driving Sodisura Komigoshi to put Drexler onto her side. It took their head-to-head record to an amazing 12-0 to Van Emden, and cemented her position as world number 4. At under 90 kilograms, there was another Dutch fighter in the final in the shape of world number 6, Van der End. He was up against Serbia's Kekolj, who had reached his second Grand Prix final. Could Kekolj spring a surprise on Van der End? The Dutchman, though, proved to be too fast and skillful for his opponent, throwing him first with his trademark Kouchigari, an inner reaping throw, and then quickly disappearing underneath the Serbian to score a second Yuko with an unusual variation on Sodusura Kamigoshi. A variation that clearly shows that judo is always evolving. It moved Van to end up to world number 4. And finally, we come to the under 70 kilogram category, which saw the entry of Colombia's Alvia. Alvia is now part of an elite group of athletes who can call themselves triple world champions. Following her 2009 success, she struck gold in Rio in 2013 and in Chelyabinsk last year. Having scraped her way through the prelims on penalties here, she would be facing Israel's Boulder in the final. And Boulder was on fire. After a quick win on the ground with Sangaku in her first contest, she spectacularly arm-locked world number 6 Nian. Another brilliant piece of transition saw her secure another Sangaku and a submission against Robert of Switzerland. And finally, she cleverly countered Sendoyush of Mongolia to reach the final. So Boulder and Alvia would go head to head. Alvia, triple world champion, but the lady on form today, certainly Boulder. Watch out for her. Just looking for it, looking for the ippon all the time. And sometimes the newaza as well. Now she has the sleeve, that's what Alvia wants. And Boulder tries to take it to the ground, looking for the newaza as well. And Alvia is on the defensive. So Boulder is not afraid to try things. Alvia looking a little bit pensive there. Linda Boulder for Israel, looking to get the dominant grip. Arm over the top. Now what's going to happen? Oh! That's what's going to happen. She counters Alvia backwards. And I said that Alvia looked a little bit pensive, and she went in, and it was only half a technique. And, well, Boulder took full advantage of it and takes her backwards, cleanly onto her back for ippon. Linda Boulder has scored ippon after ippon in this tournament. Ouchigari there from Alvia, but it wasn't fully committed. She gets taken back. Look at the control of the upper part of the body there from Boulder. And then takes advantage, redirects her hips, and smashes her onto her back for ippon. And look how pleased she looks. She will be a real threat at the coming World Championships in this under 70 kilos category. Boulder will come in as an outside seed at the World Championships, but she could really upset the odds.
Oh, I know she won the world already like 3 times, I think, but I felt myself good today, and of course I had nothing to lose, so I won. Yeah, it was really good, and I won everything by ippon today, so yes, I was pretty strong today.
So that's it from a thrilling Samsun Grand Prix. Soborov stunned world number 1 Davidorj. Watched her look supreme at under 57 kilograms. Petrie got back to winning ways. And Boulder was the star of the show. Join us next from Croatia for the 2015 Zagreb Grand Prix.